Hey there, science fans. Let's talk about the sun, our very own giant glowing energy ball in space. It's like a power plant that never sleeps, sending us more energy than we could ever use. Seriously, the sun delivers enough power in 1 hour to run the entire planet for a year. It's mind-blowing. So why aren't we using more of this incredible gift? Well, harnessing the sun's energy isn't as simple as it sounds. But don't worry, we're working on it. We've got some pretty cool technology that helps us capture those sunny rays and turn them into usable power. And the best part? Solar energy is clean, green, and renewable. That means it doesn't pollute our air or water, and it'll never run out. Unlike fossil fuels, which are like that last slice of pizza everyone's fighting over, the sun's energy is always there for us, like a bottomless plate of cosmic cookies. Ever wonder how those shiny solar panels on rooftops actually work? It's a fascinating process that combines the wonders of nature with the brilliance of human engineering. Well, they're like tiny sunlight sorcerers, transforming those golden rays into electricity. Imagine harnessing the power of the sun, right from your rooftop. It's all thanks to the magic of science. Inside each panel, there are these super thin slices of silicon, a special material that loves to play with electrons. These silicon cells are the heart of the solar panel. When sunlight hits the silicon, it's like a game of microscopic pinball. The energy from the sunlight gets absorbed by the silicon cells. The light particles, called photons, knock electrons loose, creating an electrical current. This flow of electrons is what we call electricity. Think of it like this. The sun is throwing a giant beach ball, that's the sunlight, and the solar panel is a bunch of kids, the electrons, ready to play. The interaction is both playful and powerful. The beach ball hits the kids, they get energized and start running around, and bam! You've got electricity. This simple yet ingenious process powers our homes and gadgets. It's a pretty neat trick, and the best part is it's completely silent and doesn't produce any harmful emissions. Solar panels are a clean green energy source. It's like having a power plant on your roof that runs on sunshine and good vibes. With solar energy, we're not just saving money but also protecting our planet for future generations. Okay, so solar energy sounds pretty amazing, right? It's like having a personal power plant in your backyard, harnessing the energy of the sun to power our homes and gadgets, clean, renewable, and powered by a giant star. It's a dream come true for anyone who cares about the environment and wants to reduce their carbon footprint. What's not to love? Well, like any good superhero story, there are a few challenges our sunny friend needs to overcome. It's not all sunshine and rainbows. One biggie is consistency. The sun might be reliable in space, but down here on Earth we have this thing called weather. And weather can be quite unpredictable. Cloudy days and nighttime mean less sunlight, which can mess with our solar power supply. Imagine planning a picnic and then it starts raining. Not ideal, right? It's like trying to bake cookies with a flashlight. You might get there eventually, but it's going to take a while, and the results might not be as tasty. Another hurdle is storage. We need a way to save up that solar energy for a rainy day or night, or basically any time the sun isn't cooperating. This is where technology steps in. Think of it like trying to bottle up sunshine in a jar. We need the right technology to make it work effectively. And this technology is constantly evolving. But don't worry, science to the rescue. We're constantly working on new and improved ways to store energy, from giant batteries to pumped hydro and even thermal storage. These innovations are making solar energy more reliable and accessible. It's like having a solar piggy bank, so we can save up that sunshine for later. With these advancements, the future of solar energy looks brighter than ever. Remember that whole bottling sunshine thing? It's not just a dream anymore. Well, scientists and engineers are getting pretty good at it. They're constantly innovating and improving the technology to harness and store solar energy more efficiently. We've got some seriously cool storage solutions that are helping us keep the solar power flowing, even when the sun takes a break. These solutions ensure that we can use solar energy not just during the day, but also at night or on cloudy days. One popular option is battery storage. These batteries can store excess solar energy generated during the day and release it when needed. You know those lithium-ion batteries that power our phones and laptops? They're incredibly versatile and efficient. Turns out, they can also store energy from solar panels. This means that the same technology keeping your devices running can also help power your home. We can have these batteries in our homes, businesses, and even on the electric grid, ready to release their stored sunshine whenever we need it. This flexibility is key to making solar energy a reliable power source. Then there's pumped hydro, which is like a giant water battery. It's an ingenious way to store large amounts of energy. When we have extra solar power, we use it to pump water uphill to a reservoir. This stored water represents potential energy. When we need energy later, we let the water flow downhill through turbines, generating electricity. It's a simple, yet effective method. It's like a gravity-powered energy roller coaster. The energy stored in the water's height is converted back into electricity. And don't forget about thermal storage, where we use materials that can absorb and release heat energy. This method is particularly useful for heating applications. It's like having a giant hot water bottle that can keep things warm even on the coldest winter nights. These systems can store heat during the day and release it when needed. With all these amazing storage options, we're getting closer and closer to a future where we can rely on solar energy 24/7. Imagine a world where solar power is always available no matter the time of day. It's like having a backup generator that runs on sunshine. This ensures that we have a constant renewable energy source, reducing our dependence on fossil fuels and helping to protect our planet. Section 5. Efficiency evolution squeezing more juice from the sun. Here's a fun fact. Those early solar panels from way back when weren't very efficient. They were like those old clunky cell phones. They got the job done, but they weren't exactly sleek or powerful. But just like our phones have gotten smaller, faster, and more powerful, so have solar panels. Scientists and engineers are constantly working on ways to make them more efficient, squeezing every last drop of power out of those sunny rays. We're talking about new materials, innovative designs, and even nanotechnology that's so small, you need a microscope to see it. These advancements are helping us capture more sunlight and convert it into electricity, making solar energy even more affordable and accessible. It's like upgrading from a bicycle to a sports car. We're getting more power and performance from our solar panels than ever before. Section 6. Space Savers, Floating Solar Farms to the Rescue. One common concern about solar energy is land use. After all, those solar panels need somewhere to sit, right? But don't worry, we've got a solution for that too. It's time to think outside the box, or rather, outside the land. Introducing floating solar farms. That's right, we're putting solar panels on water. It's like a giant game of solar-powered water lilies, and it's a brilliant way to generate clean energy without taking up valuable land space. These floating power plants can be installed on reservoirs, lakes, and even oceans, providing clean energy to communities around the world. Plus, they can help reduce water evaporation and even promote algae growth, which is good for the environment. It's like having your cake and eating it too, generating clean energy while also conserving land and water resources. Now that's what I call a win-win. Section 7. Sunbeams versus dinosaurs, the politics of energy. Let's face it, the transition to clean energy isn't always easy. There are some powerful forces out there that benefit from the status quo, and they're not always keen on change. It's like trying to convince a T-Rex to go vegan. It's not going to be a walk in the park. We're talking about the fossil fuel industry, which has been around for a long time and has a lot of influence. They might not be too thrilled about the rise of solar energy, which could eventually replace their products. But just like the dinosaurs eventually went extinct, so too will our reliance on fossil fuels. The future is bright, and it's powered by the sun. Section 8. Solar Today. Brightening lives around the world. The good news is that solar energy is already making a big impact around the world. From rooftops to remote villages, solar panels are brightening lives and powering communities. In many developing countries, solar energy is providing a clean and affordable alternative to kerosene lamps and diesel generators. It's improving health, boosting education, and creating new economic opportunities. And in developed countries, solar is becoming increasingly popular for homeowners and businesses looking to save money on their electricity bills and reduce their carbon footprint. It's clear that solar energy is no longer a niche technology. It's a mainstream solution that's here to stay. Section 9. A solar-powered future, clean, green, and glorious. So there you have it, folks. Solar energy is like a gift from the cosmos, a clean, renewable, and virtually limitless source of power that has the potential to transform our world. Sure, there are challenges to overcome, but with a little ingenuity and a lot of sunshine, we can create a brighter future for generations to come. Imagine a world where our cities sparkle with solar panels, our cars run on sunshine, and our homes are powered by the stars. It's a future worth fighting for. So let's embrace the power of the sun and work together to create a cleaner, greener, and more sustainable future for all. And remember, as the great Albert Einstein once said, the important thing is not to stop questioning. Curiosity has its own reason for existing. Keep those solar-powered imaginations shining bright. Please subscribe to our channel for more amazing content on solar power and renewable energy.